What's up, guys? Just here back to my channel. Tonight I'll be doing a review for Aew Dynamite with the first match that is commercial free. Good show tonight and all that stuff. So let's get into it then. MGF versus Rouge. The familiar sounds of MGF's theme hits inside the Eagle Bank Arena as Excalibur welcomes to the show. MGF heads to the ring in a leather jacket and ties to the introduction of Justin Roberts. Upon settling in the ring, MGF is introduced a second time, which the commentators point out. Rouge's theme hits and out he comes with the big entrance features coat/robe on. He sells on the ropes to pose the crowd. He takes off the coat/robe and his shoulder is all taped up. The bell sounds and both guys quickly run into the middle of the ring and start trading shots. Trading shots. MGF gets the better and Rouge tries giving him a free chop. MJF pretends to measure it a few times, but then blatantly pokes him in the eye for a big pop. Rouge takes over and gets some heel heat moments later after hitting MJF with the headbutt while the referee was in between them. The headbutt results in blood pouring out MJF's mouth or something. The commentators speculate if MJF's nose is broken or if he lost a tooth. Rouge wipes the blood on himself and continues to beat down the fan favorite. Rouge goes on to dominate the action for several minutes until MJF hits the heat seeker and a brain buster for the win. So winner is MJF. Alright, backstage, wherever promo. Backstage, one half of tonight's all-star 8-man tag team appears with Renee Paquette and Backstage, Mark Briscoe does the talking for them, which is becoming more and more entertaining each week. He talks about there being 2 words of the day today until Jack Perry walks by. Everyone looks shocked to see him just pass by like it was no big deal. Briscoe yells, "Get out of here, Jack Perry," and then wraps up. They walk off except for Orange Cassidy, who gives Renee a friendship bracelet. We then head to a commercial break. Alright. We have a Will Ospreay's for Strickland face-to-face segment promo. We return. Will Ospreay's theme hits and out comes the AEW National Champion. He sells in the ring and his music dies down. The theme for his opponent at AEW and NJPW Forbidden Door has door for AEW World Champion. Swerve Strickland comes out next with Prince Nile. The two state their cases for why they're going to win at Forbidden Door. Swerve questions if Ospreay can do it without the Don Callis family. Ospreay says, while Swerve was with the hit row, yeah, he had a hit list and scratched everyone off of it. Bruv. Swerve goes too far when he brings up Ospreay's son, prompting the international champ to get in his face and warn him not to get personal. As he goes to leave, Swerve demands Ospreay's music be cut off. He again mentions members of Ospreay's family. This leads to Ospreay coming back into the ring and the two going nose to nose. After this wraps up, we shoot backstage to Don Callis' family, who talks about how they were just disrespected by the comments he made. We head to a commercial break. Alright, next match is All-Star 8-man match. Orange Cassidy, Dante Martin, Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Briscoe versus Rod Strong, Kyle Fletcher, Kanoshi Takesha, and Zack Sabre Jr. We return the entrances for the Hill team and the advertised All-Star 8-man tag team match make their way out after they sell in the ring together. The theme for Mark Briscoe hits. Out comes the ROH World Champion, accompanied by the rest of this team. The bell sounds for sure in this one. The commentators point out how Don Callis might still be calming down Trent over his anger over the comments Ospreay made out not needing them during his face-to-face with Swerve, as a way of explaining why Callis isn't on special guest commentary like he usually is when his guys wrestle. We see some good fast-paced back-and-forth action to get this one started, and then we shift gears to mid-match break. When we return, we see Briscoe firing up with Roderick FU. Right neck FU offense. This continues until we get to the finish, which sees Strong go for the running, but he accidentally took out his friend O'Reilly. Cassidy follows up with an orange punch for the win. After the match, Jack Perry comes out and knocks out Dante Martin on the ramp. Briscoe and Takeshita brawl to the back. Cassidy and Sabre Jr. go face to face in the ring. So winners, Orange Cassidy, Dante Martin, Kyle O'Reilly, and Mark Briscoe. Alright. Don Callis is backstage after a new Mercedes Monet training and talking video package air promoting her champion versus champion showdown against Stephanie McKeer at AEW NJPW Forbidden Door 2024. We go backstage and we see Rouge when Don Callis says something to him in Spanish that gets attention. Alright, next match is AEW Tag Team Championship Eliminator, the Young Bucks versus the Acclaimed. Back inside the arena, we see the Young Bucks duo of Nicholas and Matthew Jackson make their way to the ring for their scheduled tag team eliminator bout. The Acclaimed theme hits, and out comes Anthony Bowens and Max Caster rapping Caster's mic cut off, and we see it is Kazuchika Okada who did it. As the Acclaimed are watching, Okada called them bitch on the big screen. I kind of laughed at that. Was funny. From grip position, they are attacked from behind by the Bucks on their entrance ramp. Bowens and Caster take over. By the time they reach the ring where the bell sounds to get this one officially running and stuff, we see the Acclaimed start off strong. The Young Bucks take over but can't finish them. They go for an EVP trigger, but Bowens blocks it. They hit a super kick party but can't get the 3 count. Moments later, they take over and hit their finishers for the win to earn an AEW World Tag Team Championship match. Alright, so winners are the Acclaimed. Alright, backstage with Samoa Joe, Hook, and Kazuchika Shibata. Backstage, Samoa Joe gives Hook some advice before they go to ambush the premier athletes in their locker room. When they bust through the door, no one is there. They see a note, and it is a challenge for a 3-on-3 fight this weekend. Joe asks if they're ready for a fight. Hook and Kazuchika Shibata, who answers with his phone app from behind the camera, say they are. Yeah, that's good. Alright, next one is a contract sign with Mina Shirakawa, Timeless, Tony Storm, Forbidden Door contract signing. Back inside the arena, Mariah May, the host for our next segment, introduces challengers Mina Shirakawa and then Timeless, Tony Storm. They sell in the ring for their Forbidden Door contract signing. Mariah says she loves them both no matter what happens. She goes to continue, but Mina takes the mic from her and tells her in broken, fragmented English to shut up. She says Storm is a legend, but as a champion, she sucked and got weak. She says everybody says we want Mina. Nobody wants Tony at Forbidden Door. She takes her title, and Mariah Storm talks next and tells Mina if she raises her voice at Mariah again, she'll slap her bloody tits off. They each sign. Mina tells Mariah she must choose. Saraya comes out with Hardy Cameron and tells him to shut up. Alright, she says she's sick of this. She said she didn't come alone. Anna and Jay attacks Mina Shirakawa from behind. They cleared off the table to pour out Mariah through it, but Storm hits the ring with her shoe and cleans house. She ends up going for a hip attack in the corner and putting herself through the table. We see Mariah on her knees, clutching to Mina at the top of the rim. We head to a commercial break on that note. Alright, next match is Owen Hart tournament. Chris Statlander versus Nyla Rose. For the man, Claudio Castagnoli versus Pac, and Bryan Danielson versus Shingo Takagi on one side of the bracket. On the other is Ray Phoenix versus G1 versus the. Alright, for the women, okay, I guess at the arena, they were announcing matches for the Owen Hart Cup thing. Alright, so here we go. Back inside the arena, the women's Owen Hart Cup tourney gets started as Chris Statlander makes her way to the ring with Stokely Hathaway. Nyla Rose comes out next to a pretty damn big pop. The bell sounds and off we go. After some more back and forth action, we see Statlander hit a tombstone power drive for the pinfall victory. With the win, she moves on the tourney to face the winner of Willow Nightingale versus Serena Deeb. Willow appears on the big screen and mentions she'll see Chris after she beats Serena on Friday's episode of AEW Rampage. So winner and advancing Chris Statlander. Alright, next match is Daniel Garcia versus Rhett Titus. Backstage, Renee Paquette is with Private Party, who sends a message to the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, and Big Bill after their appearance on TV Time last week. Chris Jericho and Big Bill end up approaching them, and they exchange words inside the arena. The theme for Daniel Garcia plays, and out he comes as Daddy Magic. Matt Menard sells in on special guest commentary. Rhett Titus His opponent is already in the ring and jumps him early. Garcia takes over, and this match is over in all of a minute, with an easy Garcia win. After the match, Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony and Hechero attacked and beat down Menard and Garcia until MJF's theme hits out, and then he runs out to make the save. It looks like MJF versus Hechero is set for Bandor. The numbers game ends up being too much for MJF, so he gets gobbled, and Hechero locks him with an armbar and tries to break his arm. Will Ospreay's theme hits, and out comes the AEW National Champion to make the save. MJF recovers after he cleans house, and they do the Hogan Warrior backup and turn with their fists raised for a loud "Holy shit" chant. We head to another commercial break. After this chaotic post-match scene wraps up. Alright, so winner, Daniel Garcia. Alright, main event time, Owen Hart tournament, Claudio Castagnoli versus Pac. Main event time. But first, we return backstage to Will Ospreay being approached by Renee Paquette. She asked what was that he and MJF, he says he couldn't care less about MJF. He saw Daniel Garcia needed help. Brian Cage rushes at him, but is held back. Ospreay offers him a shot at his international title this Saturday's AEW Collision. Back inside the arena, Claudio Castagnoli's theme hits, and out comes the Blackpool Combat Club member for our final match of the evening, which is a first round bout in the ongoing Owen Hart Cup tournament. The BCC member tells in the ring to a big pop as Bryan Danielson joins the King. On special guest commentary, theme for Pac hits, out comes the Bastard as the commentators point out that we have an overrun for tonight's show, so we'll stick with the action past the top of the hour, which is literally a couple of minutes away from before the bell even sounds. The bell sounds, and this one gets rock and rolling. After some more back and forth action, the commentators start to speculate that Castagnoli suffered a hip injury of some sort. Pac takes over for a while, but when he goes for the black arrow off the top, Claudio avoids it and gets Pac with a giant swing. He blasts Pac with a big uppercut, and then a lariat off the ropes for 2 count. So Claudio goes for a powerbomb, but Pac counters into a standing submission, which takes Castagnoli down to one knee. Castagnoli fights back up and escapes before countering into a sharpshooter submission on his own. He switches to a cross face and cranks back on Pac in the middle of the ring. The two try back and forth pin attempts about 20 times in a row before Pac gets a 3 out of nowhere for the win. So winner and advancing Pac. So yeah, good show tonight stuff, which is the main event was good. It was back and forth. So anyways, it was a good show tonight. That was it, and hope you liked this video. If not, like, subscribe, favorite, hit that bell button, leave a comment, wherever you guys don't, I don't care. Anyways, that was it, and I see you guys for a review for WWE Friday Night SmackDown and Rampage. Alright, that was it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Laters.